If you've ever wondered what it's like to work on a game for years and then launch it, you're in the right place. In this video I'll be talking about how I felt when I launched my game, so please stick around and watch till the end. I solo developed my game Citadel Stormer 2 between 2020 and early 2024. That's the game you're seeing in the video. Content-wise, the game was mostly ready by mid-2023, but I had postponed the game's release at least 3 times. Because I was anxious about whether or not the game was truly ready to be released. I was also paranoid that the game might have bugs and issues that I had not yet discovered. But, at the beginning of 2024, after much contemplation, I settled on a date to release my game. May 17, 2024. That was it. No more kicking the can down the road, no more excuses. The game had to be released, no matter what. Fast forward a few months. May 17th had arrived. I was up at around 5 a.m. I still remember the gloomy weather and the heavy rain and was feeling the weight of the moment. I had mentally prepared myself, but I was still feeling stressed and nervous as I had never done anything like this before. Then at around 6 a.m. on that day, I gathered my strength and did what I had to do. I pressed the big green button and launched the game. Here's what I remember feeling immediately afterwards. A deep sense of calm enveloped me. I felt as if time stood still. I had actually done it. After years of hard work, my game had finally been released into the wild. Yet there I was, feeling calm and relaxed. It was like as if a huge burden had been lifted off my chest. As the hours passed, I got ready for the day, performing my usual routines. I remember pacing about my house, smiling to myself while feeling a mix of relief and excitement. Yet, things felt different. Something was missing. I no longer felt that pressure of having game dev work to complete. It felt weird because that pressure was something I felt every day for the last few years prior to launching my game. All that tension was gone. I was feeling empty, but in a good way. And I was still getting used to the feeling of having nothing to do. Around afternoon I went out and met some friends and had a good time. I didn't mention anything about my game, and oddly I didn't even think about my game at all. When I got back home, it was quite late at night. I was extremely exhausted and went to bed without checking on my game. The next morning, I woke up early and cleared out some old junk in my studio. I also wiped clean the whiteboard I used to write my daily to-do lists. It was blank for the first time in many years. That's exactly how I felt mentally. Blank. I knew there was still work to do regarding promotions and fixing game issues as they came up, but I knew for a fact that the actual mountain of game development work had been conquered. This feeling of knowing I had reached my goal was incredible. I'm not saying it was a high, but it was a high. Not an intense high, but a high nonetheless. In my opinion, completing my game and releasing it was the conclusion of my game development journey, or at least the first of many journeys. It did feel immensely rewarding to just know that my creation was finally out there for people to play, and no amount of money in the world can create this feeling. Regardless of what happens now, I know my future self will look back on those post-launch moments fondly. I also know that my past self that dreamed of making a game is proud of me. I truly feel the struggle was worth it. If there exists a club for indie devs who have completed and published a game, I know I am officially in it. Thank you for watching.